Not too shy.
Not too shy?
Comb your hair, shine your shoes, come along with me. It's Christmas Eve in Tunkhannock, and that's the place to be. Well, hello there. I am Chrissy, the candy cane Christmas clown, and I just arrived in Tunkhannock with Santa. He's out there making some deliveries right now, and I thought I'd just sneak in here for a few minutes and warm up. It would look so cozy and nice in here. This is the place to be for sure. Well, Santa's pretty busy right now. You would not believe our trip tonight. With all that rain, we needed Rudolph for sure. Even my rosy cheeks helped to guide us on our way. And I'll tell you, up in the North Pole, it has been so busy. I'm going to take a week off next week for sure and rest up after that. Why, the workshop is the busiest of all. They're just, those little elves have been running around. Even this afternoon, they were still making the smiles on the little dolls and curling the dolly curls for the little girls. And there's lots of toys for little boys, too. One day I was down in the workshop and a whole big box of wheels fell right on the floor, rolling every which way. But those elves got them on the cars, on the buses, on the trains, and they're all in Santa's sleigh, ready for delivery tonight. Well, the workshop is a great place to be, but I'll tell you what. If you walk outside in the North Pole this time of year, it smells like a giant Christmas cookie. It's true. Mrs. Santa's job is to get all those cookies made so Santa's little round belly stays like a bowl full of jelly, and he's all ready for his red suit and the big night. He looks great. He's doing great tonight. Well, Mrs. Santa makes every kind of cookie you can imagine. There are crinkles, and there are some with sprinkles. There are rollouts, there are cutouts, and of course, there's gingerbread boys. Oh, those gingerbread boys, though, you gotta watch out for them. They're always trying to run away. They try to escape. But that's where I come in. I'm a pretty good runner. And I've caught a couple of those gingerbread boys. But if they do get away and I can't find them, I know just where to look for them. Do you know they go right down to Santa's workshop and play with the toys? So if you get some Christmas toys that have cookie crumbs in them, you can bet one of those gingerbread boys probably tried out your Christmas toys. Well, and then there's the candy shop. That's my favorite. We have lemon drops and chocolate drops. There's lollipops and gumdrops. And of course, candy canes. That's my favorite. Did you know that the candy cane tells the whole story of Christmas? Maybe you've heard it. If you haven't, I'll tell you about it. A long time ago, there was a little old candy maker, and he wanted to make a special candy just for Christmas. So he started out with a pure white candy stick. Pure white, like God's pure light that sent a baby over 2,000 years ago to a manger in Bethlehem. And then he took that candy cane, and it was very hard, just like a rock. And that reminded him of that baby. When that baby grew up, he was like a rock, a solid rock, a refuge. Well, he took the candy cane and he curved the top. And he turned it around and he said, perfect, J for Jesus. Well, then he turned it the other way and he said, perfect again. It's a shepherd's crook, because that baby grew up to be a shepherd of you and I. He was a shepherd of people. And And just like the shepherd who watches his sheep and might have to use that crook to pull the sheep back if he's not doing what he's supposed to, our good shepherd will help keep us on the right path too. Well, he looked at the candy cane and he thought, that's pretty nice, but I think it needs some color. So he got some red stain and he made some stripes on that candy cane. And those stripes reminded him of the stripes that Jesus took on his back at Calvary before he was crucified. That he took for you and I. That we would be healed, that we would be whole. And he looked at the color and he said, that red is the red of the blood of my Savior. The red blood that was shed for you and for I. Well, and you know what else? He took two candy canes and put them together. And you know, they formed a heart. And that reminds me of when I asked Jesus into my heart. And when I asked him into my heart, he forgave me of all the yucky things, my bad thoughts, my bad deeds. And then, not only that, he stays with me all the time. So I can talk to him anytime, now and forever. So that little candy cane can tell you the whole story of when Jesus was born in a manger, all the way to Calvary on a cross. I hope when you enjoy a candy cane this Christmas, that you'll remember that story. And in fact, on the back table, I brought a little basket full of candy canes and the story in a little book. Take one for yourself and maybe take an extra one and give it to somebody else and share that story with them. That would be the best gift that we could give at Christmas time, to share our Jesus with someone else. Well, I think I better be going on my way. Santa and I have a lot of stops tonight. But it sure was nice visiting with you. Merry Christmas! Merry